for tonight's QCafe session, we are on our episode 2 for 2021. So I'm so excited to introduce to you our guest speaker for tonight. She is married with 2 kids and a graduate of architecture from Mapua, a licensed fitness instructor. Currently, she is a Nirvana education specialist in the Philippines. I'm happy to introduce to you Miss Pashu Fuentes. Hi po, Teacher Pashu. Hi.
Hello. Good evening, Miss Kate. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Muzen. I'm so happy to be here and honored to be your guest speaker for tonight.
Yes. So like what our blog has posted before our ad, we will be talking about how to get physical. Ayan. So we will be talking about how to stay healthy and keep fit, especially nowadays na we're just mostly at home. So Miss Pashu, take it away.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are live on Facebook, and tonight's topic is about being healthy and well in the middle of pandemic, especially for those of you who are working at home and doesn't have the time na magpunta sa gym. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Preciosa Pashu Fuentes. In the fitness world, I am known as Pashu. Yes, I am 52 years old. I'm turning 53 this year. I am married for 30 years, turning 31 with the same guy. And I have 2 boys. Age 30 and 27, and both single, so hindi pa grandma si Pashu. Ayan. So yes, I'm also a graduate of architecture at the Mapua Institute of Technology, year 1990. And I worked with my construction career started with FF Cruz and Company, if you're familiar with the firm. And I started my career there and ended my career as an architect there in that company. Yes. And I was lucky to be part of some of the known projects of FF Cruz, including the flyovers of the EDSA Ortigas, the Camyas, the Rojas Boulevard, at kung ano-ano pang flyovers. And I was also a part of Robinson's Galleria, Wakwak Towers in Green Hills. What else? Ocean Tower in Makati, Cityland, and Millennium Plaza, and so much more. So I started as an architect or in the construction industry. As a fitness instructor, I am a Zumba instructor, licensed to teach, and my specialization are Zumba Gold, which specializes for older citizens. What else? Zumba toning for those who want to have a tone and stronger body, and Strong by Zumba, which is a very explosive program of the Zumba fitness. I'm also a pound rock out workout instructor. If you're familiar with that, it's the one that you mimic the act of drumming while doing fitness with the sound of rock music. So it's unleashing the rock star in you. I'm also a resist a ball instructor. It's a core ball inspired fitness. And I am a licensed Nirvana instructor and currently the Nirvana Education Specialist of the Philippines. Ayan. So before I used to have my studio, the Dance Parks Dance and Fitness Center in Congressional Avenue. I was also an instructor from the Roxy's studio in Tomas Marato. I worked with San Miguel Corp before, with the Yamamura Packaging Corp. I worked with the BIR in Intramuros. What else? Department of Health here in Quezon City. QMMC, among others, the PYT studio, the YIFE studio, and so much more. Ayan. So right now, dahil pandemic, so some of my classes weren't able to return to their usual exercises. So karamihan ng ginagawa ko ngayon is virtual. So home-based. Dito ako nagtuturo in the comfort of my home. So there. Okay, to start with, a brief background of myself. As a kid, I've always been very, very active. I'm always into sports. I'm always on the go. And dala-dala ko yon in high school. I was a volleyball player, a track and field athlete. And dala ko rin yan hanggang college. Kahit na sobrang hirap ng architecture, walang tulugan, di ba? Wala ka ng time talaga. You can't even study for your other academic subjects. Pero yes, because I love sports, naging volleyball player ako sa Mapua. And after that, I got married, of course. I got married very early. Nung graduate ako, may anak na ako noon. Okay. I got married with my a friend and classmate, now my husband. So there. So basically, after that, my being active, medyo nag-subside yon because I need to work kaagad. So that's why nasa construction business ako, industry ako. So in the construction industry, I was one of the lucky women. During that time, bibihira ang babae na na-assign sa job site. So I was lucky to be part of that all-men team of field systems during that time and assigned sa site. Sa site, of course, you get to be active kasi pabalik-balik ka, you go up and down of the buildings na ginagawa mo, you walk to and fro. And then, but most of the time, since nasa lamesa ako, wala akong ginagawa kundi mag-drawing lang, do as-builds and do revisions, ganyan ang mga plano. In that episode of my life, wala akong exercise. Hindi ko na gawang ituloy yung mga sports activities ko kasi I started my family life very early. So I need to concentrate on my job and help my husband raise our family. So I never noticed na I was gaining weight during that time. Especially when you're in the construction, puro lalaking kasama mo, they eat a lot, di kasama ka rin doon, di ba? And in the construction industry, ang daming dyan, ang daming gifts from your suppliers. For example, okay, syempre, they will be giving you food, ganyan, mga tokens, so that you will recommend their products. So, hindi ko na kikita na I was gaining weight during that time after pregnancy and all. So, this happened one time in the job site. These men, all engineers who were working with me during that time, were all giggling behind my back. And I was like drafting, doing my job. And then sabi ko, ano yun? They were like giggling ganyan. So, nilingon ko sa likod. And there's this one engineer who is my friend during that time. Sabi niya sa akin, Precious, sabi niya, ang lapad pala ng likod mo. Okay, ayokong bagitin, pero the word is, ang lapad pala ng my behind, you know? Kasi sinukat ko siya. And he was holding this. This is a meter na ginagamit namin sa construction. Sabi niya sa akin, ganyan, no? Pinakita niya. And it was like 50 or 55 inches. 50 or 55 cm, that's half a meter. So that's like it's the size of the width of a refrigerator. So they were all laughing. And syempre, for me, that hurts. Pero if you're going to make patol to their joke and then show emotion, it will be more humiliating, di ba? So I just joke about it. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, di bale, pag may time. Ayan. And so, time went on. Wala pa rin time because what happened was, baby number 2 came. Ayan. So I got pregnant again, and lalong nawala ng time to go into fitness. And so I gained more weight. And then during the time, since ang hirap kumuha ng maid during the time was on and off, and my firstborn was very sickly. So I was forced to give up my job, to give up my career. I became a full-fledged mom, a full-fledged housewife, taking care of the kids and taking care of my husband. So okay lang, typical housewife ka, nasa bahay ka, and then you have your friends, your neighbors and all. And then this happened again, the same, not actually humiliation thing, but syempre naapektuhan ka. One of my neighbors told me, alam mo Precious, ang ganda ng mukha mo, kaya lang ang taba mo. Sabi niya sa akin, that hurts, talagang tumama talaga sa isip ko siya. Sabi ko, di bale, pag nagkaroon ng time, yun, lagi ang sinasabi ko noon, I remember that, di bale, pag nagkaroon ng time. So, the time came that my youngest, pumasok na siya sa school. Started going to school full-time, morning to evening. Hinintay ko talaga yon. Hindi naman ako nagmadali talaga na to go back into fitness and to look good kaagad. Hindi. Hinintay ko yon, yung magkaroon talaga ako ng time for myself. So kapag nasa school sila, both of my boys, sinasabayan ko ngayon. Now, how I started, it's not easy. Okay, ang sabi ko noon, I need to be prepared. There will be no turning back. Kapag nag-decide ako to go into fitness, kailangan walang lingon-likod. I need to be decided. Hindi ko siya pwedeng gawin now, ihihinto, i-continue ulit. No. When I started into fitness, I told myself, it's going to be my lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle. There's no turning back, walang lingon-likod, lingon-lingon. And kailangan din, aside from the physical exercise na gagawin ko for myself, I need to start also a diet. During the time, wala pa masyadong internet. I lived in Bulacan, in San Jose. Wala kaming internet connection. Hindi ka pa nakakapag-research masyado. You only have books na karamihan ngayon, obsolete na, di ba? So sabi ko, I need to go into diet. So what is the first food na kailangan tanggalin ko? Ang una kong tinanggal is soft drinks. So I've been soda-less for the last 21 years. Doon ako nag-umpisa. So up until now, water and fruit juices only. And then later on, I cut my rice into half. Walang lingon-lingon yan. No turning back. Walang pwede naman ulit. Hindi. So I cut my rice into half. And then until I was able to take off that rice. And then when I went back to rice, I went into healthier option, brown rice. Brown rice until now, if I'm eating rice. But for the longest, how many years now, hindi talaga ako kumakain ng kanin. And if ever, brown rice talaga. From there, I started attending aerobics because I love dancing. I was a dancer way back in elementary and high school. I went into aerobics and then I tried lifting, pero during that time, punta lang ako ng punta just because I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to look good. Let's face it, the very first thing that you want, that's why you go into fitness or you want to lose weight, is you want to look good physically. Wala tayong ibang iniintindi nun, especially when you're young. I started my fitness activity at the age of 32. Okay, so Kate, you're 27, you're still very young, you can still start. It's easier for the younger ones to start the fitness, their fitness activity because their metabolism is mas mabilis pa. Okay, going back, gusto kong banggitin kung gaano ako kabigat during the time when I started. I was 155 pounds. 155 pounds at the height of 5 feet. Imagine, 5 flat lang ako, 155 pounds. So you can just imagine how ugly, not good looking that was. Okay, so just to share, I think we are Facebook Live. Right? So for those of you who are watching, I want to share with you some of my photos. Is it okay to share some of my photos?
Sure, go ahead po. Pull up.
Yes. Okay, when I was a little bit big. Ayan. So there. Ayan, that's one of that's me during one of my most even I is natatawa ako pag nakikita ko yung sarili ko. Ngayon ko lang uli siya nakita and I was shocked, di ba? So that was me. And here's another photo. Look at that face.
Record po, you are not ugly.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are not ugly.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But you feel heavy, you're sluggish. I think that's those are the setbacks kapag and it's hard to find the dress. Kaya lahat ng damit ko during that time patahe. I need to go to a dressmaker to have my to have my clothes kasi hindi ka basta-basta makakabili. So this one from my work. Ayan, also. And that one, ayan. Ayan. So basically, yung iba kasi nabahana ng ondoy. So I was trying to look for more pictures. Okay, so iyon. So I started my fitness activity there, just attending aerobics. For how many years? For how many years I was in Caloocan during that time, and then finally we moved here in Quezon City because my children went to Quezon City Science High School, and eventually they went to UP. So we transferred here in Quezon City, and I was able to enroll at Slimmer's World. In a gym here in Quezon City, and there I went full time in exercising. Every day, Monday to Friday, except Saturday and Sunday when my kids are at home. So exercise lang ako na exercise. And then I find it kulang pa. So I went into weightlifting. Here. I went also into marathon. I attended yoga classes. I went into weightlifting. During that time, I had my coach. And then finally, I met Zumba Fitness. Zumba Fitness entered the Philippines in 2011. And I was one of the very first 52 instructors. Kasama ko dyan si Miss Ann. Yan, si Miss Ann Danga. Magka-batch kami. We were the batch 1 of Zumba Fitness here in the Philippines, 2011. At first, it was just Zumba. Okay, I was just dancing and teaching this program. And then, lumalaki yung network ko. I went to Rizal. I had my group in Rizal, in Quezon City, in Novaliches, in Manila even. And then nakikita mo na diverse masyado yung crowd. Hindi lahat nag-fit in the Zumba Fitness program. So nakikita mo unti-unti na ang mga tao iba-iba ang kailangan nila. Hindi lang pagsasayaw. And then you will see a lot of older people who wants to go into active lifestyle again. And then maiisip mo na, teka, hindi ganun yon, na hindi pwedeng walang specialization for this group. So when Zumba Gold was introduced in the Philippines, I took the license. Ayan. Kinuha ko yung lisensya because gusto kong magturo sa mga matatanda, get them into their healthy lifestyle again, and be able to help them to give a quality, add a quality of life for them, or what's left for them. And so I took the license, and then eventually I saw also the need for my students to go into more strength exercises, and for them to learn to focus on the muscle groups. So I took the toning, the Zumba toning, and then so on and so forth. I got different certifications. And then finally, nagte-trending ang mga fitness program in the Philippines. Pumasok ang Pound Fitness. During my younger years, I wanted to be a rock star. Who doesn't? Diba? Halos lahat tayo, pinangarap nating maging rock star one time or another. Diba? I played the guitar, pero hanggang doon lang ako. I wanted to be a drummer, pero how can I? Diba? So dumating ang Pound Fitness. Pound Fitness in the Philippines is like mimicking the rock star attitude of a drummer. So I took the license, and then may crowd siya. These are younger generation who are very interested in this kind of program. And then after a while, pumasok yung isang itinuturo ko, yung resistible. It's a Pilates-based and core-ball-based exercise for stretching and core strengthening. So nagtuturo lang ako. And then after a while, sabi ko sa sarili ko, I cannot teach these programs for the rest of my life. I'm growing older, and sooner or later, hindi ko na kayang magsaya with this kind of intensity or teach this very intense program. So I was looking for something something that I can continue for the rest of my life. Something that I can sustain. Diba? Of course, you're not getting any younger. Pero with the programs that I teach before, from 155, I started teaching 2011. I was 40 years old. No. I was 44, I think. And then I reached the age of, or the weight. Okay, talking about the weight. From 155, with my fitness journey, I reached the lowest or the lightest weight of 95 pounds. My waist, yes, true. I started 32, Miss Kate. My waistline was 23 during the time. That was 2013 or 14, I think. There, it's still a yo-yo thing for me, with the diet and with the activities, especially when holidays dumarating. You cannot help but indulge. It's your time to enjoy food. It's still okay. When sabi ko sa sarili ko noon, if I lose my track, I can always go back. Ganun lang naman yon. Always go back. And no matter how small your achievement with fitness, it's still a win-win for you. You always celebrate small wins, diba? So you just look at your achievement, no matter how little, and celebrate with it. Ganun ang nangyari sa akin. So I was inspired with the little by little achievement. Like I mentioned, it was a 21-year and still going journey for me. And for me, it will last until my final years. I still want to be able to do dancing until the last days of my life. Para sa akin kasi, the only legacy that I can, impart to my children is for me not to be a burden for them when I grow old. Diba? I think it's the best gift that you can give your children, for you to be to grow strong, to grow old still strong and able, being able to help them take care of their kids also. Ayan. Okay, so what happened next after that? Okay, going back, sabi ko nga, I cannot stay with this kind of programs for the rest of my life kasi nga, I cannot sustain this. I know, alam ko naman yon. And then, for some reason, at that very same year, now I was looking for something that I can sustain for the rest of my life. And for me also to recover, because I was really thin and muscular thin during the time, I need something to recover. That was when Nirvana Fitness came in the Philippines. Nirvana Fitness is a yoga and Pilates Tai Chi based exercise. I fell in love with it the first time I met the program. It is a breathing exercise. And sabi ko, yes, finally, I met something na I can live by for the rest of my life. Ayan. So,
Nirvana suggested for losing weight as well?
yes. Burn fat. Fats burn in the presence of oxygen, for one thing. Without oxygen, the burning ay yung burning ng fat. Parang ano rin yan, parang apoy yan, di ba? Pag tinakpan mo ng bote or ng baso, walang oxygen, namamatay. The burning stops. The same way, the principle of fat burning in Nirvana. Fat burns faster in the presence of oxygen. Nirvana is basically reoxygenating the body. Ayan, or giving the body extra level of oxygen. Ayan. So there you have it, a very, very short cuento or just sharing